how you could be so unaware of the damage that you've caused. Well, right. And that's another thing too, right? Y'all, like, you have to remember that this is playing out on the internet, right? Hi, Hazel. She doesn't care. She pretends that she cares. I also saw a comment. I forget where I saw it. I think it might have been on a Kai replay of my live, where somebody details their reunification, right? And she's got those people in her chat believing that they will be coming home, but she doesn't even have weekend visitation. And I don't know if anybody has dealt with that type of stuff, right? There's stages here. They don't just yank the kids out of foster care, okay, and then put them back in a home that they were removed from 3 years ago. It doesn't work that way. It is a very delicate process because they want to make sure that they are not traumatizing those children by putting them back into that situation. Lanaka, I believe that you're one of the people that I gifted it to, a sub. Okay? You proved 3 years ago who you were when you continued using instead of doing the things that were required of you for this not to happen. When you are close to reunification, you will have those children in your home. In your home. Okay? It is a very delicate process. It is a very delicate process. Night nurse, exactly. Essentially, right? Like, it'll be unsupervised weekends. It'll start there. And then there's time between. And then it'll be 1 week here, 1 week there. And then there's time between. So she is still having those people in her chat believe that those children are coming home soon. And it is not the case. I know for a fact it is not the case. I'm not going to say how. I'm not going to say why. But I know 1,000% it is no time soon. No. Supervised. There's a reason for it too. There's a reason. Hello. One of those reasons is, right, Jax, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you've been through stuff like that in any kind of capacity, right, exactly, Andy, thank you, right? And I'm sorry, but I cannot respect the man either. And if you think that she's a scammer, if you think that it was at all amusing to sit on your live today talking about how your husband was 7 when Usher's Nice and Slow came out, you just proved the grooming theory, just so you know, right? She has never fought. There were certain things that had to be done in order for them to be placed back home inside the home, right? Hi. That stuff has not been done. I personally think that it is better for you to spend your time cleaning your home, okay? That's what I would do. Instead of helping scammers scam on the internet, right? Call me crazy. And if you think that people or your children don't notice that your priorities, okay, are fucked, you would be wrong. Yes. It's only the 3 younger ones that are in the system. It's only the younger ones. Lady Di, it's, you know what? I understand it's possible. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not possible. What I am saying, 1,000%, without a doubt, okay, is that she has the people in her chat, hi, Thunk, believing that they're coming, like, tomorrow or next week, when that is not happening, okay? I not by Christmas. Like, hi Luann, like that's so be honest at least, right? I will say Elizabeth 1000%. She is closer to termination than reunification. That is a fact. Correct, Malawines, correct. Victoria, we're just laughing at Victoria. I know, Lorianne, it's embarrassing. Sure. But it's a scam, y'all. It's just another scam. I don't see. Do I need to request you? Oh, I apologize. I didn't see it. Yeah,
Hello.
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I watch your lives every day, but I'm always either cleaning or something like I am now. But I heard you talking about it, and I found her with you mentioning her and going to YouTube and watching all the series,
Mhm.
I'd call it. Um, that's never going to happen. And let me tell you why. Okay, I've been through this. I'm a recovering addict.
Mhm.
I was in addiction for 15 years, lived on the streets. Would literally find change in the parking lot to go inside and buy a pack of ramen and eat it dry. You know, those types of, you know it. You've been there.
Mhm.
But I have a special needs little boy. He'll be 13 in November. I got addicted when he was born because I had cervical cancer and we didn't know it till after he was born.
Right.
So I had 6 surgeries within 1 month, including a full hysterectomy.
Oh man.
Well, during this time, my child is at a very known, large, very good children's hospital in the NICU on life support, and they don't know what's wrong with them.
Right.
So here I am, 2 hours away in one hospital, and he's there. Well, I finally get to him, and for 6 months, we're on life support, and they can't figure out why. He cannot. His muscles weren't strong enough to put out the CO2 or CO2.
Right.
So they were telling me at this point I needed to start thinking of making the decision.
Oh
Well,
Lord.
the medications gave me the energy and the numbness I needed. If
Right.
that, you know what I mean.
I understand.
Okay, so my mom and them got guardian. I signed over kinship care at that time without CPS involved, anything.
Right.
After he got off life support, all that, come home, I had him for a year. I never used around him, but nap time and stuff, I'd go out to my car and I would do my thing.
Mm.
So, you know, when my parents become aware of it, they stepped in. Well, to do it the right way and to go through the courts,
Mm.
on my own, I wasn't in any legal trouble or anything, but I did 5 years of outpatient
Mm.
IOP. First, it was SACOT for 2 years, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
And you have to have those classes and those drug screens.
That's right.
And those classes have never been done on that other end, not one day.
I know she says she's in an IOP program. I have not been able ignore. I'm sorry, my cat is not my cat, but my mother's
You'll
cat
hear
is
mine in a
she's
minute.
meowing to get into my sister's room, but my sister's not home, so she can't go in there because my sister has lizards. But anyway, right. I've heard her say that she does IOP. I don't know when because she's terminally online, but
Right.
I think that the only like the clinic is not IOP,
No.
right? That's very different. Intensive outpatient.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And she wouldn't be going to the clinic every day if she was not failing drug screens. She would have take homes and be phasing up.
Yep.
I go to the clinic, I get 2-month take homes. It took me 5 years to get there of not one failed drug screen.
Yep. Yeah, it takes time. I know in New York they did it every 90 days. You got the monitored UA, and then if you obviously passed it, 3 months clean urines, then you pass a monitored UA and you
Mhm.
get one take home,
Yep.
right? So when I brought that up a while back, she said it was because, well, she's on house arrest, so
No.
she wants it as an excuse to get. I don't believe you, Victoria,
Mm-mm.
at
Because
all.
it don't matter if they alter the program for you, they got to alter it for this
That's
person and
right.
this person. But
That's
that
right.
is state regulated
Yeah.
phases.
Yeah, she's not.
That can't be altered no matter what. A judge can't even alter that because that is like state law regulations.
Right. I don't know if
Um,
she actually knows. I mean, she's got to know what IOP is because I'm sure that CPS gave her that option before removal,
right.
right? Because they do, y'all have to remember, they do everything before removal. Removal is
It's
like the
hard.
the
It's hard to
bottom, like
take on.
you have completely royally fucked up any chance that you had with them, and they're
Yep.
done. So
Yep.
there were things before that. So I'm sure she knows what IOP is, but even when she speaks, she doesn't speak like she knows anything about recovery.
Well, you start out in SACOT. She's never mentioned that. SACOT is every day, 5 days a week. Then,
Right.
after 60 or 90 days, depending on their program, but it's at least 60, if you've passed every UA,
Correct.
then you drop down to IOP 3 days a week.
Right.
She's never mentioned SACOT.
Yeah, I don't think that she I mean, listen, I could be wrong, right? It wouldn't be the first time, but I'm gonna say the only thing that she's done recovery wise was go on Dome. That's it. And that's not enough for somebody that has done the things that she's done. It is not enough to sustain recovery.
Yep. And with those classes, you have to attend NA and or AA.
Yep.
And I have commented on one of her lives. I never comment, but I commented one day because she was like, I can't go to meetings. I said, intherooms.com has a meeting that starts every minute
Yep.
of the day.
Yep.
I said, and you don't even have to show your face.
Yep.
You can listen. I said, but you're in there with 100 other people just like you. I said, but there's no excuse because when COVID hit, I actually helped volunteer at the place I did my stuff and all. And when
I
COVID
agree.
hit,
I agree that AA and NA are not for everyone. I
oh,
will
I
say
do.
that.
I will say
However,
that it was not for me, but
right, no, I did
yeah,
that for a while, right?
me
But what
too.
I will say is the virtual is very different than the in person,
It
right?
is. But for
That's
those classes, you have to have
correct.
at
It's
least
right,
10.
right,
Yes, because
right.
I mean, whether you like it or not, and it's for you or not, you have to have at least 10 meetings, or that was our
Okay,
guidelines.
check this door. Thank
But
you.
yes, I do agree. NAAA is not for everybody. It's
Right.
not. It's not for
Absolutely.
me.
Absolutely.
But
You
it
will
took
not
me.
stop.
It took me 6 years.
I'm sorry, guys.
You're okay.
Quit it. Don't talk back to me. Sorry, go ahead.
So keep in mind, my child wasn't taken from me by CPS. I did it before CPS stepped in.
Right,
But
right,
in order to get my child back, I got CPS involved.
right.
So I still had to take these steps
Of
that
course.
she would have to take
Absolutely.
because that was my way of getting him back
Right,
to prove to the courts and my parents I am better, I am stable, I am fit,
right,
I can have my son back.
right. It's still like
Um,
the same type of process. That's what I'm
right.
saying. Like, for her not even to be unsupervised, that tells everybody everything. I don't know why she tries to deny it.
I had to have supervised visit. I had not had a failed drug. I had 6 years of no failed drug screens, and I still had to have supervised visits for a year.
Wow. That's a long time. New York usually did. I just want to say congrats to everybody in here with clean time. I understand that
Absolutely.
it's very hard, and I didn't mean to interrupt the conversation. Right, that's what I'm saying. New York does it every 3 months, right? But they are absolutely like it is Black Dove, period. It is done this way for a reason.
Hmm.
And I'm sorry, but the manipulation tactics as far as Victoria goes,
Oh
that
gosh.
that like went through her kids as well. Like it was to her kids as well, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I
It
mean,
wasn't like she caused them not that, and so you pretty much understand what I mean when
it
I'm talking
starts at
about the
home. You
song.
know, that if she manipulated them the same way she's trying to manipulate everybody on the internet.
Right. Exactly. And it's unfortunate, right? Because if you can't recognize a problem, how do you expect to change it? That's
Yeah.
what's crazy to me.
Yep.
You can't, she doesn't even acknowledge it. So how does she expect any of it to make a difference? It's not going to get any different. It's just going to stay this way.
Exactly. I've been clean 10 years this past April,
Oh, that's awesome.
and I've only had my son back 3 years. It took me 5 years of working every single day
Rigorous.
with CPS
Hmm.
to get my child back.
Right.
5 years. And that is 8 years of never failing drug tests because I had started working these programs before I even got involved with CPS because
Right,
I knew
right,
it
right.
was going to be needed, you know? So whether you're in criminal trouble or just involved with CPS, you have to take these same steps.
Right.
It is the
Absolutely.
same exact thing.
Absolutely.
And she's not done any of it. She cannot convince me that until she shows me proof, paper signed.
Facts. Thanks, Melita. You don't have to do that. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I do
No,
want
go
to
ahead.
address this. There is no restraining order between Lisa, I'm sorry, and Victoria. Um, Victoria, it's just a deflection, right?
Yep.
Because she is, listen, I'm sorry, and I know
She's
I've said
still
it
part of
before.
that. She's still
She is
part
a
of that.
part of it. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. She should not be the one to be talking about Lisa. And I know that people take that as me defending Lisa in somehow, some way, make that connection. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Victoria, I would be saying the same thing if it was Kim, Stephanie, or any of them that were coming to TikTok to talk about Lisa. I would tell them, sit down. You were involved. Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to go off some lives because, there's, I don't know this one YouTube name, and I wouldn't say it if I did, because all she does is talk about Lisa's looks and the grader and all this, and I can't stand that. I mean, she's at her lowest low. Like,
There's so many,
that's the least
right. There's
it,
a difference in
awareness and just
right,
being
and bullying,
downright.
right?
Yeah,
Like there's a difference, and
yeah,
I think that I appreciate you, Melita. Thank you. I think that people get confused, and sometimes I think that when you cover somebody for a while, the anger takes
yeah,
hold. Right? Because
yeah.
I could recognize it, right, with myself.
Mhm.
Like, I hate to even listen to Victoria's voice at this point, right?
Yeah,
But so I understand, but that is never gonna make me start body shaming her. Will I absolutely assault her character and the person that she is? Absolutely.
absolutely. Yeah.
But I will not take things that far.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that just speaks volumes of who you are and where you're at in your life, also. You
Yeah,
know?
absolutely. And that's and I even tried to identify there. I said like Victoria's got she is like kind of where I was
Mm-hmm.
15 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And there was a lot of pain in between there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I knew it all. I was going to get sober. It was going to be great. I put myself on methadone, took myself off too fast, and it was over,
Yep.
right? And
Well, see,
I
that's
had,
another thing you bring up. You have to be involved in therapy
yeah, absolutely.
also.
Absolutely.
with CPS to get your kids back. And I mean intense therapy,
You
not
have to
just
have
the
a job.
therapy there.
You have to have a job. She
Yep.
will have to have a job in order for those children to
And
be
held it with by at
correct.
least 6 to
Right.
8 months, up
Because
to a year.
yep, because one of the things that was an issue for CPS was that she relied on the internet
Mm-hmm.
to provide for her children.
Yep.
They
And I
know.
think
Yeah,
that's a
they
correct
know.
cast of judgment, because
Right.
I don't think that this should be
Okay, Charlie?
a job, especially when you have
I agree.
kids, you know?
It's unfortunate to me how like people don't realize that it it makes you feel good about yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like these people who clearly have like no or little to no, I'll say, self-esteem, don't realize that if they just put some work into themselves, they would feel better about themselves, but they just
Absolutely.
refuse.
Yeah. And I
You know?
mean, Victoria and Lisa both it could. I'm not familiar with Kim. I just started coming around to
Right.
her, but if they would put that into themselves, they both could be beautiful and
Absolutely.
productive members of society, but beautiful
Absolutely.
women, and have so much to offer and a story
I agree.
from hell to
I
tell.
agree. And I used to say that to Miss Ashicat, right? Like I used to say, because part of me gets
I'm
pissed
so
off.
proud of her, by the way.
Who, Miss Ashicat? Yeah,
Okay.
but just
Okay.
um I a part of me gets mad because addicts die on the street every
Mm-hmm.
day waiting for
Yep.
a bed in rehab, right?
Yep. Here.
I have a question. Hasn't Victoria claimed that she was never involved? Miss Happy Face, she goes back and forth with it, but she lies. That
There's
is
evidence she was involved.
right. I've had proof for
Yeah.
months that she
I
was
think
involved.
I think it might have been one of your lives, and then I went to YouTube and found it.
Hmm.
But it's easy to find on YouTube. Anything dealing with them, if y'all don't get the answers
You put
here,
that search
it's
bar.
on YouTube like crazy.
You put that name in the search bar, and it will all come up.
I mean, I'm talking, you better get your popcorn and
Yeah,
you better have time to binge, because when she mentioned Victoria, honey, it took me probably 6, 7 days to get caught up, and I still
oh,
ain't
it's a
caught
lot.
up.
It's a lot. Yeah, she could try to debunk all she wants. Oh, for fuck's sake, you were gifted a subscription today as well. Um, when you're ready, you're ready. No, 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 Marilyn, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is there are so many people that would literally give anything for the opportunities.
Yeah.
Have a good day. That some of the addicts that I see on the internet are offered
Mhm.
on a daily basis,
Some
right?
people don't have family, friends,
Right. They have
nobody.
nothing. They
You
have
know, and
nothing.
those people, your friends in while you're using, are not friends.
Right. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So
because
they have nobody.
right, and it's unfortunate, but I'm super lucky, and I'm very thankful that even through my act, like when I was in active addiction, right,
Yeah.
my friends that I had been friends with for my entire life, they
Mm-hmm.
didn't quite leave me, right? Like they didn't stand by and watch as I self-destructed, right?
Right.
But I always knew that they were there, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have there wasn't a point where I had nothing and no one. I did not get there. I always really, like my mom, when she passed away, she had like 20 years sober. So I always had a safety net, I guess you could say,
Right.
of people that when I was ready, right, they would help.
Yeah.
But I had to be ready. That's the key point.
Oh
And
yeah.
it could be so frustrating looking at somebody like Lisa and saying, you don't realize all you have to do is surrender, right? Like the life that she is living right now is 1000% more difficult than her life would have to be to get sober.
Yep. Because once she gets her fix, she is on to chasing the
That's
next
it.
one. That
That's
is her
it.
life. She's
Psych,
living the definition of insanity.
period. Absolutely. And
But
it's
all
so
my
crazy to
friends
me.
left me from high school, dropped me. I still haven't talked to them. My parents, they cut me off. Tough love me is what they called it. I was so mad. Now I'm very thankful for it. I mean, they wouldn't even feed me. If I called and said I was hungry and my mom had cooked, I wasn't getting a plate of food. Don't you pull in this driveway.
No, that's right.
But I tell them all the time, thank you. Thank you for
Right.
self loving me. They wouldn't, if I called their phone, they didn't answer. It didn't matter what it was for.
I see. I kind of retreated in as much as I could because I really was a functioning addict until the very end. I didn't, I hid my addiction until like the very end of my addiction,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Unfortunately, um, the end got like ugly, right? But what I would never do
Well, what
is
end is pretty when it comes to
right.
addiction?
I
You
would
know?
never, like as far as my children go, I'll just
Right.
use
Yeah.
this. My
Yeah.
kids are older. My kids are 21 and 20, right? I would never invalidate their feelings on my actions, right?
Right.
I understand that although it is a hard conversation to have, it is necessary on both sides for the healing,
Right.
right? You can't shut them down and do what Victoria does because that just reinforces the feelings of I'm not good enough.
Right.
I'm unloved, right? And
Mhm.
Victoria is too stupid to
Yep.
understand that she is perpetuating that trauma.
Yep. Because they're also going, my son is nonverbal, non-mobile. He has a feeding tube.
Oh,
He
I'm
wears
sorry.
oxygen 24/7. We're about to have a trach.
Uh,
Um, but I hid my addiction well. I mean, I got up every 2 hours, 24 hours around
oh,
the
she's
clock,
big
even
mad
at
over there,
night,
y'all.
and set up the feeding tube, all that, even while I was using.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that my son needed that type of care, it hurt me to know that I was where I was, and I felt like he needed more. And so I come out to my family about my addiction because I wanted him,
To get the best care. That's
yes, because I
I
knew that I wasn't ready and I
right.
wasn't going to be ready and I was only
Absolutely.
going to get worse.
I just had that conversation with somebody recently where sometimes sacrifice is the highest form of love, right? and
Right.
and I think that as mothers there's never a point that we don't want to be with our children, right? When I
Oh, I
went to
think about it
treatment,
every day. Like,
right,
does
of
he
course,
remember the 10 years he wasn't with me? Does he
it
miss that?
sucks.
Like,
Yeah,
because I
your
would lay
situation
there.
is
Like,
different with
is
the
he wanting me
nonverbal.
when he goes to bed? And
Yeah,
you know, I'm in therapy, and I've been in therapy ever since, and I still am in therapy. But
Mm-hmm.
I talk to my therapist about it every time I go, just because I carry that guilt,
Well, of course.
you know. And
Therapist is the most important. If there are, like, if I could name the top three things that were the most important in my recovery, it would be EMDR, which
yep.
therapy, right?
Yes.
Um, I do believe that step work was
Yes.
really it. Although, let me reiterate, I do not any longer practice a 12-step program. I am not affiliated with the 12-step
I
program.
made my own step work.
Right, but that's what I was
Yep.
just going to say. I
Mhm.
took parts of the program,
Yep.
right? Gratitude lists,
What
amends,
applies to you?
right? And I kept it moving,
Yep.
right? And maybe EMDR. I lost where I was going with it, but EMDR,
Top three.
going through those 12 steps
Mhm.
was what I needed, right, to get it out. EMDR is what I needed to rewire so that I didn't constantly with the trauma, so that because that was what was pushing me to use,
Right.
right? So, and last being Matt, I think that Matt is a great tool, but it's a tool,
Right.
right? Let's remember, it ain't the whole shebang, y'all. It is not all that needs to be done in order to sustain recovery. In order to sustain recovery, it comes from in here.
Yep.
It's not a chemical thing. It's not a physical thing. It is a spiritual and psychological thing,
Yep.
right?
I'm in
And
the
that's
process of
what
tapering,
she doesn't
so
get.
I don't want to be on a substance my whole life.
Absolutely.
You know, that was to get me through, but I have done my own step work. I'm doing my therapy,
Yep.
and I feel like I'm at a place to where it was time to taper, and I'm down to 35 milligrams from 168.
Nice.
So, and I mean, I feel fine. I actually feel better. The brain fog. You don't
Um,
realize the brain fog that it keeps
yeah.
you, almost like when you were in active addiction.
Oh, really? See, I never got that with it, but I didn't. Both times that I was on that MAT medication, I was not successful. I just switched my DOC to something else.
Yeah.
So I felt as if I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing, why am I even bothering going to this place every day? You know what I'm saying? It was counterproductive to me. To me, the other one changed my life. And even that I did try to get off of because I felt like you, right? I didn't want to be like dependent on something for the rest of my life. It took me, I want to say it was August to March. I was damn near off, right? I was down to like a quarter every 3 or 4 days because I went super slow because when I tried to do it faster,
Oh yeah.
I got sick
Oh yeah.
and I used and I OD'd and that was it.
Yep.
That was it. I was like, back up. I went right back up. So that whole 9 months or 8 months of me tapering went right out the window because I know in my soul what I don't want to be.
Right.
Right? That is the one
There's no
thing that,
time limit for that. The ultimate goal is to come off of it
right,
eventually, but at your own pace.
right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hi, Panda.
Wanted to clarify that for anybody in the comments.
Right.
Matt
Don't
is
ever feel rushed.
wonderful.
And
It's
you
the only
know.
thing that saved my life. I tried everything, and I was always against the Matt because of NA and AA.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it there. But I tried the other, what you're talking about.
Right.
I'm allergic to the naloxone. It would make me severely sick.
Right.
So
I hear that a lot. I hear because I do a lot of work.
yeah,
Well, maybe not work. Work is not the appropriate word. Maybe volunteer could be
yeah,
the correct word. I see a lot of that people more actually now than I used to. And I think that it might have something to do with the chemical difference between what used to be on the street and what is on the street now. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, I tried because at first, it's gonna make you sick because it's pushing it out of your
right,
system.
right.
I tried it for almost 2 months, and I
Yeah.
mean, within 30 minutes of taking it,
Oh
even
no, that's
quarter,
not worth it.
I was
That's not worth it.
so
Well, I
I
don't disagree, Dale. I don't disagree. I would not. And when I was trying to help her get a bed in treatment, right? I called her and I said, I think that this medication is going to be a problem. Will you make the switch? Right? And she agreed to. And I do think that she would be more successful with the S, right?
yeah,
But she will not, she's not receptive, right? And to me, I'm not chasing somebody around. I'm not doing it. I'm
no,
just not doing it.
you're not a
It's,
babysitter.
I'm not. You know that I did what I did to help you. You know that the help is available, right? I'm not chasing you around.
But you know what I think stopping her from the other? It has the naloxone, and even if she does use, she ain't gonna feel it.
Right. Well, that could be too. That well, no, no, not exactly, because the substance that she's using, she would feel, right? So that's what happened to me, right? It wasn't that substance. It wasn't the same substance. It was benzos, but I did. And it was so strange because I remember when I started, like when I first went into the clinic, like the first time, the doctor told me, be very careful. A lot of patients wind up shooting themselves in the foot and picking up a benzo addiction. And I was like, oh, that's not gonna happen. Girl,
It was like the
I
first one I took, I knew. Just like
I
my
was like,
sales
oh.
dispenser.
Yeah, so it just wasn't beneficial to me. That's me. I have had long-term success with the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried it and sadly it made me sick. But I've had great results with the method. It's been the only thing that has
Right,
helped.
but you're doing other things as well. You got to remember that,
Yeah.
right? And I think that it's so important for people to realize, I don't care what you do to stay clean. If it keeps you clean, I don't care, right?
hmm
But you have to understand that there is more to recovery than just taking that medication.
We didn't become addicts because we just wanted to. We become
Right.
addicts because some type of trauma, something
It's
happened.
always trauma.
It has to be addressed and it
Hmm.
has to be dug out. Now,
Agree. Agree.
it's
And I really believe that. And that's like, as far as my EMDR journey, right? I was what was considered a chronic relapser. I'd get 30 days, 10 days, 15 days, go out, use, come back, go out, come back, go out, come back. It was not until EMDR that I was able to keep time.
right.
And even with um when when I relapsed, right?
Yeah.
My normal pattern is to use and continue using, right? I don't just come back
It falls to the
immediately.
wall. That
But
was me.
oh, you're good, you're good. When I relapsed, that was it. I tried to 5150 myself. I brought myself back up to 16 milligrams, which I did not want to do. I just busted my ass to get away from, you know what I'm saying? And I did not care because I knew that's what I don't want. I know the only thing that I know in life is that the one thing that I don't want is a rig in my arm.
I know that.
Period.
Yep.
So like to whatever it takes is I don't get me wrong, the when I was talking to the psychiatrist when I tried to 5150 myself, I felt more guilt, right? Because I had 5.5 years sober. Like, what was I doing? Why like, and it was like grieving that time, right? But It's not a book, it's a therapy.
It's
EMDR
really good
is
there.
is a type of therapy. It's trauma
It's
work.
tough, but it is great.
Yeah, it really did change my life. I will say that there are people that have come to me and said that it didn't work for them, but I actually, the book is the 49 Laws of Power. Is that what you're 48 Laws of Power? Is that what you're talking about? Right. So that was like the hardest part for me was realizing that like the shame or the guilt of it all, right? That was the hardest part for me. And I talked to the psychiatrist about it and they were like, "But you didn't lose the time. You still have that time. You made a mistake, right? Like you just got to keep moving, get over it." And but EMDR, I hear better things about it being effective than than people it didn't take with.
Yep. I actually like it. And also cognitive behavioral
Hmm.
therapy. It
Hmm.
it helped me. That was the first therapy I did. It helped
Right,
me
same.
a whole lot.
Right.
And
And I
there's
think
this new one out that's called it starts with a S.
oh,
But
Brittany, I'm sorry. Yeah, EMDR, that's I have CPTSD. So but I think that, listen, I understand everybody's recovery is different. I understand that.
different. But
And
what
and
works
I
for you,
do, and I will never say you're doing it wrong, but Victoria's doing it wrong.
program, that's why the meetings don't work for me. Because
You
there
gotta do
are times,
something. You have to do something.
yeah,
Like you said, it does not exactly Black Dove, and everybody is different, right? Everybody has different issues, traumas, memories, things that they like, character defects, right? That they need to work on themselves. So different, right?
everybody's case is
Essentially,
different too. You know,
right? I agree,
you're
one
not gonna be
thousand
ready
percent.
for therapy when this person's ready for that type of therapy. You know, you're not ready to handle it, or you are ready to handle it at.
You know what I don't understand is how somebody could think that an outside influence just make is magic. Because listen, every addict has a why, right? Every addict, hi Panza, every addict has a why. I don't, everybody's why is different, right? However, we all have one. In order to stay clean and sober, whatever, that why needs to be addressed. That why needs to be confronted and walked through
Yes,
in order for anybody to sustain recovery.
yes. And if I can give anyone any suggestion, if you're freshly in recovery, trying to get in recovery, have kids, or your family, anything like that, your why in the beginning of recovery needs to be you.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you have to, you can't pour from
1000%.
an empty glass, but
Right.
you have to be well yourself.
Uh-huh.
And by well, I mean some time under your belt, some
Mm,
therapy, some
mm.
counseling, some
I love
classes,
that.
some meetings, whatever your recovery
Whatever.
looks like. You
Yep.
have to have some time under you, and then that why changes. Like my
Mhm.
why at first was me, and I
Right.
was
I get it.
selfish. But when you're first in recovery, and even now, I still have to be selfish because I'm in recovery.
1000%.
You have to be selfish. So if you feel selfish, you're on the right track. You're doing the right thing.
I think, especially, I just had this conversation with somebody today, as a matter of fact. I think that the beginning, the focus needs to be you and only you. And that's why I stayed in treatment for 9 months, right? Because even though it killed me to be away from my kids for 9 months, right? I knew that that 9 months was better than them not having a mother at all.
Right. Or look how long they had not had you
Right.
You know,
It was important. It was necessary, right?
that's
And because I've had those conversations with my children, right? They also understand because my kids, like a lot of their friends' parents are gone. You got to remember that the overdose rate is rocket high,
I
right?
actually put it. Well, it's up now, but on Overdose Awareness Day,
Mhm.
so far just this year, we're almost at 200,000,
Right.
and that's
So my
just
kids
the ones
understand
reported.
it.
That's just
And
the ones
that's
reported.
that's their words. I'm
Yeah.
glad that I have a mom at all, right? Because they do get it. They see that, their friends don't have moms, dads, that it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate.
It is.
I don't
Well,
know who's
I
sweet.
wanted to just
Sweet.
pop up here and give
Kim.
that insight that it took me 9 years
Oh yeah.
to get my child back, and that was doing everything.
Right.
And 6 months started before I even got
Mm.
CPS involved.
Right. Right.
So it ain't just a walk in the park,
Oh
bam, your
no.
kids are back. And she can fool some of these people, but most of us she's not fooling.
And that's the truth of it, right? Is that I don't even think the people in her chat believe her. I really, maybe it's because like the ones that I've spoken to, they know.
Right.
So I don't think that everyone necessarily believes that what she is saying is factual, and there's no way that all of them there's no way. And let's be real, like she's got 50 people in there with 3 people chatting. People are not there because she's entertaining.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she has to understand that, hi, um, it's a her issue, right? It's not this person, it's not that person, it's not Lisa. And I'm sorry, but you could say that you had good intentions with Lisa, but you sent her hug dealer money, baby. Okay? That's not good intentions.
But I still think she's involved with that too, helping her get money. I don't care what she says; she can show all she wants to. But
I don't know what she's showing because I don't need to see it because I know.
yeah,
I know what happened.
she's still involved, and she's trying to prove her point. What lets me know she's still involved is you're going so far to try to prove to people
Right.
that you're not.
Amen. Amen, right? Because the truth of it is, doth protest too much, right? Only a guilty dog hollers.
I was about to say, if you're telling the truth, you ain't even really got to say nothing.
And it ain't that hard to remember. I've been saying it for I don't even know how long. She talks too much. She is the reason that I start questioning. That's a great book. That's a great book.
What is it?
That's a great book. Tell her to come and get a box, Riley.
The body keeps. Yeah, I'm gonna hop out. I'm
That's a
so
great
glad
book.
I got to come up here with you and have this talk.
Oh, you're good, and I'm glad that you did.
Yes, but I'll be in the comments, and for anybody that is in recovery, I don't care how long you got, I am proud of you. And even if you're not in recovery and you're trying, I am proud of you too. And my messages are always
Amen.
open for anybody.
Amen.
Whether you want to talk or you just need an ear to listen, I'm here. And what you tell me does not leave me.
Amen. And I'm proud of you because it's not easy. Your road, your daily life is not easy, right? And it's awesome that you've done it.
I'm proud of you too, because I mean, just because we're clean doesn't mean it's easy.
No, that's not easy at all.
I don't care how many years we have under our belt. It's not a walk in the park.
Right. I know that's right. I read it. It is a great book. It is a great book.
I'm gonna get that. I just
Yeah,
looked
it's
at
a
it,
great book.
screenshotted it.
Great book.
Have a good day.
Have
And
a good day.
I'm always on your lives. I just never talk.
I
But
try. Listen, I try really hard to keep up with this chat, but sometimes it's really hard. When I watch like a replay that somebody else posts, because I didn't screen record this one.
Oh yeah, your whole lives are on that
Yeah,
channel where I caught up
I
on the
know,
pool.
I know, I know.
But anyways, I go live at night
I drink energy drinks.
cooking. Oh Lord, I can't drink them things.
I don't drink energy drinks. Has anybody in here ever seen me with an energy drink?
No. But I cook and I talk about true crime, either current cases or old cases, or like cases like, for example, right now I'm on the Harvest Festival. Remember the Las Vegas concert where
Oh, I
the
love
guy?
that. I just followed you back.
I have found so many red flags in that, and I'm telling you, I have like a binder slam full.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're discussing right now. So if you ever want to hop on my live
Okay.
and just hang out while I cook and we talk about it, come on.
Okay. I'll be there.
All right. And like I said, oh, happy birthday. Is today your birthday?
No, it was yesterday.
Oh, happy late birthday, Villain.
Thank you.
So, anyways, I'm proud of you too. I'm
Thank
proud of
you.
everybody
You
in
too.
the chat. And I'm going to hop down before my little one gets home.
Okay. Have a good night.
You too, darling. Bye.
You know how to get down?
Yep.
Thanks, guys. Listen. Lily Grace, are you here? I have never, ever, I've, have you ever seen me drink an energy drink? Or heard of me drinking an energy drink?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hold on, let me pause the TV. I know I'm a day late, but happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my dear friend Margaret. Fuck you, Beanie Mama. Happy birthday to you.
Thank
I
you.
love you.
Love you. Fuck you, Beanie Mama. I'm glad you got that out though, Thunk. I know. Where is she? Can somebody tell her to come and get a box? I don't talk to her one-on-one because she is a manipulator. That's it. Bitch. What? Somebody go tell her to get a box. I guess not. Hope for Healing Advocacy Same. I only drink coffee. As a matter of fact, I've stated many times that I don't drink energy drinks because it gives me heart palpitations. I don't speak to you one-on-one. Of course she is. Of course she is. So I don't owe her a conversation. Okay, Victoria? I don't owe you shit. Especially after everything that I've seen, laid eyes on, right? Heard from extremely credible sources, because I will reiterate, you have no fucking idea who I've spoken to and who I haven't. Okay? You are a liar. So no, you will not get a private conversation. Okay? And I can assure you that even if you had a private conversation, I would still railroad you into a corner, record that shit, and blast it for the internet to see. There is no private conversation, baby. You could get a box. And if you had nothing to hide, you'd get a box. Right? That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. So what's the point? What would be the point? Oh, she's Googling, y'all. Oh, she's big mad, huh? I don't have to hold her accountable in her recovery. That's her job. And she's failing at it. I don't know if she realizes that. She doesn't have to pay people back, but I will be on here every fucking day telling the internet that she owes people thousands of dollars, and instead of giving it back to them, which she was supposed to, she chooses to eat Chick-fil-A. So we could do this, but I promise you, baby, I'm good at what I do. I got to where I got by being good at what I do. You, zero credibility. You're fighting a losing battle, baby. Fighting a losing battle. That ain't, whose fault is that? Maybe you shouldn't have taken their money. I know, I'll accept it.
Hey, beautiful.
Hi.
Look, I know she had mentioned before that one person or that a couple of people that she had talked to that she owed money to said that something on the lines of her getting clean was their payment.
Who?
Oh no, but that's what Victoria said.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm here to stand in front of 257 people and everybody's ears. Victoria, this is for you. Can you send me my money back that you owe me? Because you didn't just get it as a donation. You borrowed it and said you would send it back when you took the tool back to fix your car that you had to use from the auto place.
Oh.
So instead of stuffing your face, I could really use it. You already have my Cash App. I'd appreciate it if you'd send it back.
And just so I'm 1000% clear, there are at least 50 of these, right?
And because when I tried asking her for it on her live, she screamed at me and blocked me.
She doesn't like the truth very much.
No,
And
and
I'm
then
sorry that I know, Callie girl, thank you, because I was just about to get there, is she just says, I don't remember. And it really, I didn't screen record it, but Kai, are you here? Kai might be. I think that it's unfortunate that she does, like, that's what's so mind-blowing to me, is she doesn't see a problem with what she's done. She really thinks that she owes nobody anything, and that is not correct. If you are actively trying to work a program in recovery, any program being in recovery, there is amends and accountability. Point blank, period. If there is not, I agree, Ashley. If there is not, there is no recovery. That's the point I'm making. And the fact that you get online and deflect, right, when there are hundreds of people like this that could use the money that they gave you, that you promised them that they would get back, right?
Yep,
You're an embarrassment.
She was supposed to take the tool back the next day, and her husband was not finished with the car, I guess, the next day. So she said that they would take it back the following day and then send my money back. And then
I'm sorry. There's so many.
There's so many. And
it's
she avoided
sickening.
me.
It's sickening.
So, yeah. And you know, I did see her trying to help herself a little bit after every shit-stirring, embarrassing, disgusting thing she done. So honestly, I kind of felt, after seeing all that and realizing what she'd done, the embarrassment that I even associated with her.
Well, so I'm glad that you just said that, because this comment I do want to address. Somebody says, why would you trust her? Right? These people didn't know. They didn't know that they were buying cups that had already been purchased. They thought that they didn't know. She vehemently denied having a drug problem, y'all. I don't know if you guys have been around, but she denied it, even though it was obvious, but not like Lisa obvious, right? These people didn't know that they were helping fund her addiction. Wieners.
Yeah, and
Right?
I mean, it's not like it was yesterday, and it wasn't like it was a
Right.
couple of months ago. It was a couple of
Correct.
years ago.
Right. But
Um,
she's gotten her shit together since then, right?
yeah, but I
And
still felt embarrassed to even see after I
I,
found out she punched her child in
oh
her
God.
face. Like it made me sick to even.
Right.
Yeah, it
No,
did.
kidding. She doesn't forget. She knows damn well that she owes. She could go through her Cash App history, right? Let's not make excuses here. Listen, if you wanted to, you you find a way, right? If you want something done, you find a way. And instead of just saying, you're right, I fucked up and I owe a lot of people money, but because I'm trying to do better, like actually do better, not just say you're doing better, I'm going to start paying everybody back $1 a month. I wouldn't give a shit. But to get
Well,
on this app while still asking people to buy you shit and say you don't owe nobody nothing is fucking wild.
yeah, and I mean, she sits there and spews out of her mouth that she it was only a $30 payment she sent Lisa. Well, Victoria, it was only $30 that I lended you to get that tool. So if it's only $30, it's changed to you. So just send it back to me.
I agree. I agree. I can't, and that's what pisses me off about it, y'all. It's not that, it's not that she did it, right? I would have at least a sliver of respect if she would own the fact that she did these things. But she consistently says no, right? She consistently says she doesn't owe them anything. Thousands, y'all. She has been given $2,000 from one person and she doesn't owe her, has never made an attempt. Not even, she has never made a single attempt to pay any of the people back that I have spoken to.
Yeah, and see, she can't say with me that she doesn't remember because her husband even knows because he was standing there and she was explaining it to him that I was going to borrow them the money for it. And then she would have to send it back. So it's not just on her, it's on him too.
Listen, I've never you gotta be kidding me. I'm sorry.
Anyways, I just wanted to say that so she can't say that I didn't say
Oh
anything
no,
once
you're
again.
always welcome.
But
Any of her victims are always welcome in a box in
yeah,
here.
I'm gonna hop down because
You're good.
since you said she
You're
could have
good.
a box, she said I have to get off soon.
Yeah,
So,
you're good. You're good.
all right, thanks, sweetie.
You're welcome. Have a good
day.
night. Victoria just asked Siri whose responsibility it is to hold me responsible in my recovery. Yours, bitch! But since you're not gonna do it, or clearly have no intentions on doing it, here I am, ho. That's where we're at. If you can't get your shit together and you want this fucking internet to believe that you're a changed motherfucker, then you better get on this app and start acting like a changed motherfucker. Do you understand me? I don't think they make them more stupid than she is. Like, what? Well, Catherine, about that. It is crazy to me. I'm sorry. Stop. Don't invite me to battles. It does get worse. It does get worse. I can't. She her Siri's like, not again. No way. No. I don't think she talks like that. My dog, I know, right? Yeah, no, we're not doing that again, y'all. I will never accept another request for a battle. Never, okay? So you don't have to worry about that. It will never happen. Ever. I don't know. But really? Get out of here. Give me a screen recording of it. Listen, I was mortified, y'all. I don't think I've ever been so embarrassed on the internet ever. When I saw that Kai reposted it, I was like, you reposted? Like, how embarrassing. It was awful. It was terrible. Do not recommend. Okay. And I know that some people think that those are really big words, right? But no, do not recommend. It's just, don't recommend. I do not recommend it. Reba got it? Hold on, I'm going back. I want that screen recording ASAP. Somebody get it to me. What context would she use that word for? Like, why would she use that word? I'm glad that y'all found it entertaining. Okay. I am so glad that y'all were entertained as I was frantically trying to press all the buttons like I am right now because they keep coming. Okay. So, I'm glad that y'all were entertained. I need a screen recording of that. Please. Somebody got it in Discord? I have. They came up with my FYP the other day. Let me get that. I know somebody's got it. My notification's about to go ding. I know. What are they doing though? Like, what is the context there? I've seen it. Y'all, I'm about to go down a rabbit hole because I saw my girl Feisty. And I really hope, I haven't seen Natasha in a while. I really hope that Feisty ain't saying what I think she's saying. Because that would be, is it what I think it is, Thunk? Because, oof, wow, that's all I'm gonna say. Wow, I saw it. I seen it. It came up on my my FYP. Okay. And I was like, and I had to go to Feisty. I like Feisty. And I was glad because it was like a replay page. Snarkers Are Us posted a screen recording. And I said, so I lost Feisty for a bit, right? Because account bouncing, if you know what I mean, right? I'm going to see if I can find it in my watch history because I was like, oh. And I tried for a minute, but I was about to sort this. But, oh, I'm going to try to find it. I don't. I actually drink iced mocha lattes with the turbo shot. Not energy drinks. I don't know who came up with that, Victoria. Was it you? You just pulling shit out of the air to try to find something to stick, and it's not going to work. You know why? Integrity, baby. That's why. Great characteristic to have because you never have to worry about who's going to come up behind you and tell you secrets. I'm waiting on it. Somebody get it to me. You don't know who you know who Feisty is. The one with half pint. You know who Feisty is. Let me get to my watch history and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it for y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to tap because oh, listen, where is it? It was a replay of Feisty, okay?
Proof that you're getting the shit beat out of you. You've demanded proof of where our money's gone. You've demanded explanations on why we sit where the fuck we sit. But you got to sit in a live last night boxed up with people that you have drug on your own volition. And we were told to be quiet.
Victoria, is volition a big word for you? It means will.
We were blocked and muted and told we couldn't ask the real questions. Those people blocked and muted every one of us. So all you had last night was a whole bunch of people getting in boxes singing this woman's praises, talking about she's helped me. They're all her friends. Every one of them are her friends. Every one of them right at dawn as soon as she gets a fucking runny nose. We're listening. listening to the same shit in our national news right now. You got Trump on one side doing hundreds of fucking interviews, and then you got word salad Kamala Harris over here hiding up under Tim Walz, who can't load a gun. He can't do shit. He wasn't even a good football coach.
And I'm telling you, if it is what I think it is, I've been waiting for this one, baby.
Same thing. It's just different people. It's just different people.
Oh, I like Feisty, and I was glad because I was like, oh, I lost her, so I got to find her because somebody reposted her live. Oh, this is bad. I'm actually about to end. It is, and that's what I'm saying. Are there receipts behind it? Because we're gonna need some receipts. I'm gonna need some receipts anyway. This was on Snarkers R Us. Oh, there is receipts. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I like Feisty. Oh, man. I really thought that one was legit. Oh. Oh. Yeah. That's crazy. Where's Rhonda at? I haven't talked to Rhonda in a long time. That's not good, y'all. That's not good. Token Turtle, yes. No, Feisty is I think Feisty is against slot, which is okay. I haven't listen, that's the first thing I seen about it. Do you know how many people that came to me in DV situations after like last year's smear campaigns? They came to me in DV situations and I sent them to her because I wouldn't fundraise. I wouldn't touch anything. I wouldn't. Wow. Wow. I'm just about to end. Oh, wow. Listen, Jade, listen. If there's truth, no, don't tell me that, Teresa. Oh, man. That wasn't donated, Melody? Like that money that was not given? Oh, my. Is she trying to defend herself at all? Does she have any type of proof? That's bad. Oh, that's bad. Go to whose page? Can you DM it to me? Oh my goodness. I had no idea. And I'm usually, listen, I'm pretty good. Like I could spot them if they come up on my FYP. But I actually, don't tell me she deactivated. Don't tell me she deactivated. She deactivated? If she deactivated, she's guilty. Oh, man. Oh, man. You don't run, bro. You don't run. Yeah.
I don't know.
Man.
I've tried talking to Villain.
Oh, man. There is no excuse for profiting off of a vulnerable community, and you know how I feel about that. Oh, my goodness. I've been under a rock, y'all. So clearly, right? Because I should have known about it. But I saw that video just before I came live. And I was like, oh my goodness. How much went out? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. I feel bad for the but did the victims get the help? That's what I'm asking. Did they? Oh my goodness. You might as well, Sarafina. Oh, I thought you were saying hi to Victoria. She's definitely here too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Teresa, that's fucked. That's fucked. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to verify anything because I legitimately just saw that maybe a minute before I started my live. And I know Feisty comes with the proof, right? So if Feisty's saying something, I'm going to be paying attention. You follow me? Oh my. Oh my. I didn't see that one coming. Don't fucking tell me that. Don't tell me that. You know how many people I sent to her that needed help? Oh my God. Is she still live? Listen, I know that Feisty will not speak unless she's got proof, right? I know, I realized after the fact, I'm sorry. So when I saw that come up, I was like, oh, but I really didn't have time to like, you know, because I had already literally hit the live button. I was live, and I figured I would just put it to the side until later. I like Feisty. I always have like Feisty. Hi, Jersey Fran. Allegedly, I'm gonna have to text Rhonda. I haven't talked to Rhonda in a bit, but this might be why. Slot allegedly, you sent it to me, Melody? Slot allegedly embezzled, I would imagine. That's bad, bro. Yeah, Rhonda's got to be crushed because that was her friend. Please tell me she didn't know. Oh my goodness. This is a bad one. Yeah, this is bad. I really hope they weren't manufacturing. I really hope they weren't manufacturing DV. Like, that's awful because there are plenty of women that need the fucking help. And you know what's going to be crazy is now fucking hippie Holly is going to be over. I told y'all, I hate, listen, it really bothers me. It really bothers me when people give the other side a leg up. No matter what side I'm on. I'm like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Oh my goodness. Yeah, exactly, Gail. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Holy shit. I know she does, Brittany. That's why I'm saying when I heard her voice, right? I don't know if I don't even think, because when I come live, like, it takes a second for notifications to be pushed. So I'm in here by myself for a few. And that's the video I was watching, right? And I was like, huh, weird. You know what I mean? I was like, this is weird, but I know. No, I agree. HH is still a scammer. I understand that please do not take what I said as that, right? But and I just figured, oh, I'll put it to the side and I'll come back. I won't watch Pastor Petty. And I'll come back to it later, right? And so I was like, oh my goodness. It kind of came up. And I was like, no fucking way. I saw Thunk, and I know Thunk is usually on it. So I said, is that what I thought it was? And she was like, uh-huh. And I was like, holy shit. That is crazy. Yeah, I don't, you know why. Hi, Karma, how are you? That's crazy. I guess that's gonna be my... anybody send me Victoria using the R word? I do want that. Is it on Reddit yet? Can I explain? I can't because I don't know the facts. And I'd prefer not to spread misinformation. All I know right now is that Feisty speaks facts. And Feisty was saying that there was allegedly, thank you, some weird shit going on with that DV advocate, okay? And I know that Feisty brings facts. Oh no. I know, Melody. It's unfortunate, right? But listen, I try, like, there's a lot of people in here that we were originally on opposing sides, right? So there are a lot of people who have gotten to see both sides of what I do, per se, right? When you know better, you do better. That's the only thing I could say, right? And I understand, even though I don't practice blind loyalty, I understand how people do. And I understand how manipulation works. And I understand, thank you, I understand that Izzy White is a master manipulator, okay? I understand that he made his mods and the people around him feel like we were attacking him for a man that was not the reason. Quite literally had nothing to do with it other than they were once friends. We had questions about the money. We always had questions about the money. If we're being completely honest, the only thing that was stopping me from initially calling Izzy White out was Inked. I respected their friendship. Once that barrier came down, it was fair game. And it's crazy how that works, but it's the truth. And still to this day, it's the same situation. Why are they all the same? Like, they all have very similar characteristics, right? Izzy White's ex-girlfriend, her son, who Izzy I'm speaking about, okay, assaulted in front of him when he was a child, right? I've spoken to him multiple times. When we were doing the initial call out with Izzy White, he was still a minor. So we had to ease off because we didn't want to talk to a minor. He is no longer a minor and he is on TikTok. And that kid got courage because he is in Izzy White's comments, constantly calling him out for what he did to his mother. Constantly. Thank you. Oh God, y'all, I can't believe it. I can't even believe it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so Melody, it sucks when you, I'm sorry, I don't mean to call you out specifically. I'm just saying it sucks when you find out that somebody isn't who you thought they were. Been there. Trust me, right? I've been there. However, when you know better, you do better. And from the point that you do know better, I actually got a text somebody. From the point that you do know better, that's what matters, right? That's what makes it important. Now you know that we weren't just Ink's fucking puppets, right? Izzy doesn't like strong women having an opinion about him. It is a serious problem for him. A serious problem. He does not like it. And that is what his problem was, is that it was women. Listen, y'all, I'm going to have to dig after I get off. Because I want to know. I just want the clip of Miss Victoria using, he does. No, he does. You're right. I'm gonna. I just want the clip of her using the Osler. Is it on Reddit yet? No? God damn it. There is a Reddit on V. Victoria Lies. Hold on, because I want to see that before I end. Oh, Lisa. I got... Ugh. Fuck. Up. Bang.
I'm sorry. Good morning.
Got it. Hold on, I got it. I got it.
To it too. I was gonna get on my main, but I didn't realize that we
I want to hear that. Was it towards the end?
really.
It had to be. I got you. She ended when she said it, I guess.
Somebody said that ain't clean.
I don't drink energy drinks either.
Just caffeine capsules, right? Yeah.
All right, this is the end.
I shouldn't have said it like that because I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to discredit anybody's shit just because. But I
got it.
swear to God, I ain't never came after one person. But she fucking
It's
for real says
59:38. I'm at 57:20.
and says I'm on. Oh, again.
Who said that?
I'm not gonna be very fucking nice.
Baby, you couldn't discredit me if you tried. Nothing about me.
I mean, I'm sure she don't give a fuck, but do not discredit somebody else's sobriety just because you don't fucking like them.
You give
That's
yourself
not
way
cool.
too much credit.
I promise y'all. I find out one of my people did that, you ain't gonna be one of my people.
You don't have people. They're all in my DMs.
Fuck that shit. That's just not okay. It's not.
Sorry.
This shit is hard as fuck to get through. And you gonna
There's
sit there
no
and
way.
act-
Nobody even said anything?
Anyway, whatever.
Nobody even said, what did you just say? Or she ended that quick.
Whatever. That's just my opinion. Why the foul mouth? Because I was raised by a trucker,
My
retired
recovery.
vet, another trucker, retired, military, everything. Because that's how my mouth be. I am so sorry that it
From what I hear, there was a math lab in your grandmother's house.
offends you. What comes out of my mouth, you do not have to
No,
hear
zero
and listen
excuse.
to it.
That's,
Point blank period.
send it to me,
Where the fuck
Susan.
did that go? What?
My mom and dad always told me, dog.
My mom and daddy. Ava is gonna get over here and get my boot. Where the fuck is?
I'm trying, but I'm at the very end, y'all. 58:52. A minute left.
I know you too. Hey, baby, what are you doing now? God bless. Somebody take the fucking power washer away from him.
This is Victoria.
do you-
Apparently,
Yes, I get
she
you.
drops the R word.
You didn't take the new broom
It's
outside,
after. Oh,
did
so
you?
it's coming.
Okay.
Your room is in the laundry room?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Thank you. I don't know where. Oh.
You good?
What? Goods and services. I'll be right back. I've got to reboot. Y'all are fucking stupid.
She didn't catch it. Who's got it? Email it to me. queenofbeingdan 2.0 at gmail.com. Goose, what's the matter with you? Comments on forgiving. I'm trying to get it, but I'm sure it'll get to me eventually. Or do you want to hop in a box and play it? I just need to hear it.
Come in on my boots. Y'all are fucking stupid. Cut!
You don't know how to scream. Listen, you've been around way too long not to know how to scream record, ma'am. It's not on the Kai replay.
What?
Oh, Discord.
Goods and services.
Yeah.
I'll be right
Discord
back. I've got to
PTSD.
reboot.
Hold on.
Y'all are fucking stupid.
Hold
Cut!
on, now. Hold on. I'm trying here. Nowhere. Somebody's got to record it. I need it. Can you get it to me, por favor? Maybe it's in my email and I just suck at checking it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, somebody. Oh no. Becky Lynn, you also, I gifted you a sub as well. That's terrible.
Goods and
I'm checking
services.
right now. I am. I got y'all. I'm trying. But I want that. I want the Osler. I want that. I can't believe that nobody screen recorded it. And Kai must have just missed it. You're welcome. I tried to use people that like I remember seeing frequently and like gifters because I was able to give away I think 5 of them. I wasn't there, but somebody said they were in there. Somebody came over here from there and said she just dropped the R. And I said, wait, what? But I haven't seen it, so I can't say. I did try to, somebody in here said they have it. I asked them to email it to me. I did check her Reddit and I got nothing. I did check the replay that Kai's got, maybe Mickey Mouse fam, because that I want. Let's see how good you are at taking accountability. I'm checking Mickey Mouse fam right now. No, nothing. Grinch, let me tell you something, okay? 1, 2, 3. I'm on 4. Hi, Clover. Long time no see. How you feeling? 5. Queen of Being Banned 2.0 at gmail.com. And then you want to get to my out. I'm glad to hear it. You want to get to my external storage? You want to see how much I got in external storage? 947.16 gigabytes of 2 terabytes. I just tried. There were people in here that caught it. Hi. There were people in here that heard it. But when I went to go check the Kai replay, she must have cut off. No, you don't. Trust me. More devices, more problems. I can assure you. Okay? Thank you. Yes. Somebody said that she dropped it, and I tried to go check Kai's replay. Okay, so it's not just one person. I'm surprised it's not on her Reddit, but I will have it. They're always doing something.
They called it a POA.
Always. Listen, me either. Victoria.
I messaged and I
The Arsla.
nor have I remembered it and I wanted to make sure it got put inside.
And so, like, I know you're in
Okay.
here. Let's be honest. Why don't you just click the guest box and come up here? No. You just want a private conversation that I don't owe you. What do I owe you? You owe people. I don't owe people. Lily Grace, paid in full. Tay, paid in full. I don't owe anybody anything. Oh, somebody's definitely. I'm surprised I don't have it yet, to be completely honest, because it's normally all I gotta do is ask. Right. So I don't owe anybody anything. I'm not getting on this internet acting a whole fool while I owe people thousands of dollars saying I don't owe nobody shit.
I should be good now.
So
Because
the
God
the
knows
next
I don't wanna
time, Victoria, you come on
fucking
this here
hear the
internet,
bullshit.
okay?
But
If I find you saying that word, okay, the next thing out of your mouth better be a goddamn apology. Do you understand me? The one that just ended. I know, Andy, it's wild. That's the only thing that you better come to this internet saying. I hate that. And the
Which
woman
I
that was
don't
just in
know.
my box talking about the reunification stuff.
Be
also
horrific things
special
to
needs
get
son.
said money.
Listen to me,
And
Victoria.
I
you,
just-
okay?
Am I
have
wrong?
no
Like, seriously,
idea
tell me I'm
what
wrong
it's
if I'm wrong.
to be a special needs mom, because you couldn't even be a regular mom. Those women are superheroes. No, oh, she's definitely here. So you have no idea. That word should not be coming out of your mouth at all, in any capacity, in any way. And I'm sorry, but at this point, there is zero excuse for you using that word for anybody across the board. And I don't want to hear shit, because guess what? It used to be an everyday word in my vocabulary too, but once I understood how offensive it was removed immediately. So there is no excuse for it. You got it on the Reddit? Oh wait, my email. It's disgusting. Can't even be a regular mom. You think you're gonna be out here talking? Get the fuck out of here, bro. It's infuriating. She doesn't listen to education. I've been trying to educate her since what, August 5th? Let's be real. I know, Black Dove. I know. Broski. Listen, I'm sorry, and I understand. I don't think that there is no need for a word like that in the English language. And if you think for one fucking second that people on the internet are gonna let you come up on here and talk like that, you got another fucking thing coming. You think that I've been bad? I could get worse. I don't know. She's gross to me. Gross. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting a bunch of requests for battles, but I am trying to stay on until I have the screen recording. Because she's disgusting. She doesn't care. She legitimately does not give a shit. Not a single fuck about any of her kids. Brittany, listen. I'm trying my hardest, because I'd have it by now. And she better not. The first thing out of her mouth before she comes to this internet better be an apology to the people that you offended. I want her dropping the R word. That's what I want.
Minutes later, they came back with a BO.
And somebody, I guess, didn't know where the kid's father was.
I know that's right, the
And
supervisor.
They said, like, they were asking, basically, if he was an addict too, and somebody said he audited.
No, that's not it. I know she does. You got it? Oh, somebody's in the box. Yeah, she better. This is different, baby blue eyes. Hi. Come on. Did you mean to press the box? Do you know you're in a box? What is that? I always feel bad and like I'm gonna hear something that I'm not supposed to hear when people do that. It makes me nervous. I need that screen recording because you know what I mean, Dunk? Like it happens. People press the button by accident and
Hey,
you're now
Rose.
up here and
I'm in
shit's
here.
being broadcast and you know these motherfuckers are screen recording. So then that shit winds up everywhere. Like I don't want to do that to somebody.
That's what everybody else told me. Even in the
I know it
so, like,
happens.
how about we
I know
go?
it happens.
Kim Art.
Hello.
It's the body.
Oh,
Well,
God.
friends, mods, whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
just need it.
I
And
remembered
here's
it and I
the
want to make sure
thing,
I got put inside.
right? Apologizing to one person is very different than apologizing to, even though she should be apologizing for the whole recovery
device
thing. But whatever.
is
Let's
that
put
when
that to
I
the side for now. You do
I don't
not.
know.
I
I don't
will
get it, but whatever.
make that go viral. I don't ask my large creator friends for much, but when I ask, it happens. Right? So, I'll just leave it at that. Hopefully you understand that if you said that word, thank you. If you said that word and the first thing out of your mouth is not an apology, then I'm going to make sure the entire internet sees you say it
I don't
without
know.
apologizing until you fucking do. Do you understand me? You gonna send it on Discord? I'm not playing with you. You've been fucking around and finding out for a long time. Keep trying me, ho. I don't battle. I did by accident. I did by accident. I did by accident. Yeah. Yeah, Susan, I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting for you. Is this you? She said she can't find it. I got it. Riley, send it on Discord twice. She said it twice? I have Discord open. I'm waiting because Oh, I did it by accident. No, no, no. Listen to me. I was mortified. Okay. It was the most embarrassing. Absolutely not. It'll never. Do you have any idea how many times I've declined the buttons since I've been live? Do you have any idea how many times I've pressed the decline button since I've been live? I'm not going to respond to her because I'm not going to give her a chance to manipulate me. She lied about me in public. She can talk to me in public. Period. There is only one reason that she wants a private conversation. I'm not doing it. You could talk to me publicly. Yeah. I got it. I'm getting it. She's cutting it for me. That's what all she does, and it will not happen. It will not happen, and I will make sure that that is seen everywhere. Do you understand? Sorry, y'all. Yeah, that's not gonna fly for me. As a matter of fact, watch this. I won't even hit mute so you can hear me, right? So I hate to take your mind out of the positivity that you've been on and get it onto the negative, but I'm going to need you to help me share out Victoria using the R slur if she doesn't immediately come back to the internet and apologize. So you're also on my shit list, and I love you. Victoria, as per usual. I'm just waiting. Riley, I know you doing your best. I'm surprised that it wasn't in my email in like seconds because I normally don't have to ask twice. I'm fucking done with this woman and her bullshit, honestly. The key is going to be, I'm going to have to think about it, but I got you. Oh, there's a couple of people on my shit list, but I never ask. There are people that know who my friends are, and I never ask them how to do anything. So they know that if I'm asking, that there's a reason. Oh, Amy, do you condone the use of the R word? Do you do that? That's a bad look, Amy. It's weird that you come in here all the time asking the same questions. It's weird to me, you know? I know, like, people think in their minds that creators won't recognize, but they do. Especially somebody with a memory like mine. Right? It's weird to me. It's weird to me. I'm waiting, y'all. I'm waiting. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Yeah, I'm gonna get there. I'm really trying to wait for this recording. I would have been off a half hour ago if I had it. But baby, do you know what I do? You know that that's not my normal, right? Let's talk about it. Does anybody see me like degrade or talk shit about women who are not deserving of that type of talk? Or am I normally very positive and uplifting to other people? I'm just wondering. Throw it in Dropbox. Like, honestly. So, guys, could never be me. It could never be me. You think, listen, I don't know if I should feel like honored that you think that I've been putting her down because I've been going easy. Telling truths that somebody is not ready to hear or accept is not an attack, unless they are unable to tell those truths about themselves. So I think that you should go to your girl's place and tell her that if the very next words out of her mouth are not an apology for the word that she used to degrade a vulnerable community that I'm gonna drag her ass up and down this fucking app for the rest of my fucking life. How about that? Hi, Elena. Try that. Because I don't know about you, but I will never, and listen to me, never, okay, be caught sitting with somebody who is an abuser, documented abuser, liar, okay, thief, scammer, right? What else? Groomer. What else could we do? Enabler, right? I would never get on this here app and question why somebody else is telling truths about them they're not ready to hear. Because that's a bad look for you, right? Show me your friends and I'll tell you what you are. Be careful who you defend, people. Careful who you follow. Not everybody is who you think they are. Pretty sure that Kai is recording. I didn't record it, and I know that there was a lot of sensitive topics discussed. So please use discretion. And I know that that's asking for a lot of editing, but listen, I don't know that I'm not hungry. Is it easier if you upload it to Reddit and then and then just send it to me through DM? It's the file size.
Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. She said
I'm allergic to
I can't make a new one. I said, okay, I took.
Listen to me. Why is it putting her down? You tell me. Listen to me. Have you ever heard me get nasty? You think that I've been nasty? Because that's a problem if you do. If you think that I've been nasty, then you're definitely not gonna you're not gonna like it around here. You're really not. Because if telling truths is nastiness to you, then you know what I mean? That's bad. That's bad. I know I've given her grace. I know I have.
My medicine. Let me put some shoes on and I'll walk down my driveway to you, talking about my ID.
I'm refreshing. Yeah, I because it takes a lot. It takes a lot for me to get there. Is this it? No. Oh, is she live again? If she's live, she better go. Somebody better go see if she's live, and better be an apology. Right, exactly, Wendy. I'm good. I know who I am as a human being. That's why I don't feel the need to get on this app and blah, 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 blah. But, and blah, 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 blah. I don't do shit like that. Enough people know who I am at this point and what I will and won't stand for that it's not my credibility being questioned here. I'm gonna have to take a break to go, right, okay. I'm waiting for the screen recording. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. We don't have to go that far. We don't have to go that far. Just, they have so much drama. You know why? Because people are pieces of shit, and then there's good people on this app that won't let those people get away with being the pieces of shit that they are, right? The audacity of them, trust me, I get it. The audacity of them to allow somebody else to scam on this app. Wild. That's crazy, right? Why would anybody? Yeah, let them out. Both of them. Right. Oh, but is it Black Dove? Don't you remember her saying that? If you see something, say something. But you've been having a problem with me saying something since I started saying something, right? Hold on, y'all. Sorry. I had to deal with something real fast. Lord. Riley, how we doing? I don't eat every day. So, like, I'm probably the wrong person to ask that question, honestly, because it must be the energy drinks. You think it's the energy drinks that, like, make me not eat every day? Oh, it's crazy. Chilly does sound good because it's like a really chilly fall day out. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's no, I don't really drink energy drinks. I don't think that I have ever one time I drank a Red Bull when I was very, very early in recovery and I got heart palpitations and I never drank one again. So I don't know where that came from. It's weird. It's weird, but coffee? Maybe. Ooh, quesadillas does sound good. Right, like I don't like that feeling, which is odd because one of my DOCs was wreck, you know? But it's different when you pop it. Y'all. I know Riley's doing her best. Ranch burgers, what's that? Coffee all day, every day. All day, every day. But that's just me. I understand. Oh my goodness. Nachos. I could go for like a whole nacho, like maybe. But my brother and I got burrito bowls from this like local spot that's actually really good. Ooh. I know. I actually need coffee. So, Riley, I'm not telling you. Nookie, you got Victoria dropping the R word? Almost done. I don't need Chick-fil-A. I saw him come in. Did anybody check his channel? Bet. Thank you. Where are you sending it? And we're going to do that. And then, let me tell you something. My mother-in-law, ex-mother-in-law, used to make the best meatball soup. What is the R word? It is a word that should never be used by anybody ever any longer. Like, we're supposed to get on to like move on with the times here, and some things are socially acceptable and some things aren't. And if you're on a platform trying to be such a changed human being and dropping the R slur because you're a little offended that somebody is telling you truths that you cannot acknowledge, then you better believe that the next words out of your mouth when you hop on another live better be let me be clear, it better be a respectable and acceptable apology. Do you understand? Not just words, right? We don't want to hear just words.
So I don't know.
You better make that shit mean something. Okie dokie.
I don't know.
Been a while.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, we gonna get a mediator that is her buddy? Like, no, fuck. This is retarded. Oh gosh, this is stupid. I'm sorry. Freaking Tom, don't. Buddy? Like,
Doesn't really say it.
Fuck. This is retarded. Oh gosh, this is stupid. I'm sorry. Freaking Tom McDonald got me saying dumb shit.
So I messaged and I was like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, we gonna get a mediator that is her buddy? Like, no, fuck. This is retarded. Oh gosh, this is stupid. I'm sorry. Freaking Tom McDonald.
All right, so I'm gonna give you this. I'll give you half because you said half the word. You're still gonna have to make an absolute. You're still gonna have to make a better apology than that. Because
I don't.
Yeah, she still meant it. Exactly. The intention was there. That's facts. Oh, I know. No, it's closed. It's just for me to get the stuff for the Victoria deep dive so that I could go back. Oh, no, that's the R word. That's y'all are bad. Yeah, exactly, Cajun. Exactly. And the intent is I know that's right, Jessica. Listen, I don't think a much truer statement has ever been made. I don't cook much, y'all. I really don't cook much. I used to cook more. Like when my mom was alive, I would cook much more. It's too easy. Listen to me. If it slips out like that, it's a part of your everyday life, right? No, I can cook, and it's not that I don't like to cook. It's just that it's most of the time I'm like, it's the kids in and out. They get something to eat. I get something to eat different times. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Becky Lynn. But I can and do cook. Yeah, that was a long time ago. If you can say that word so easily, you did catch yourself. I will absolutely give you that. But you still owe people a better apology than that. That's damn sure. Exactly. The R slur. I could bake. It's not that I can't, right? It's just that I don't. It's been a while. When my mom was alive, I would cook more. Like, I just don't cook. Oh, listen, Ronnie Mama, can somebody please tell her what I digress means? Like, how that word should be used? Because, Lord. All right, y'all. I'm hopping off. There's so many people in their bread era. So many people that have, like, made bread. You're not who I think you are you? No, I don't think so. I don't know what your neck of the woods is. So, I hope everybody has a good night. Remember, don't be a piece of shit, right? Like, just don't do it. It's simple. Guess what? If you were not a piece of shit, nobody would have anything to say about you. How simple life would be. Victoria, stop discrediting the people that gave you money, all right? They should be paid back. One of them came up here themselves and told you that they would like to be paid back. No, I'm Staten Island. So, okay? I don't care what kind of human you want to be. Just don't be a P3DO, a Victoria, or like a Lisa, or Kim Ray, or anything like that. And I won't have a goddamn thing to say about you. Imagine